Carlos Contreras for ESPN with the former champion, Julianna Peña. Julianna, how are you feeling? Obviously, the first question everyone has, when are we going to see you back?
Hopefully in the fall time. That's not up to me. It is up to my opponent, Raquel Pennington. I'm kind of waiting on her to tell me when she's ready to go, but I'm expecting early fall.
You were obviously going to have the trilogy fight against Amanda, so the most logical thing is to have you fighting for the belt next. That's something that you have talked with the UFC recently?
No, it's not something that I've talked with the UFC recently about. But if you recall, when I was cage side there for that fight that I was supposed to fight, I was booing pretty heavily, and it was because I thought that she was retiring prematurely. And then when I saw Kayla Harrison win, and she didn't call out Amanda, and Amanda made a big stink about it, I thought, yeah, why would you make a big stink? Because you know that you're not ready to retire. And I was absolutely right to be booing because it was premature, and she just didn't want a third fight with me. So maybe that will eventually happen. I'll definitely be calling for that after my fight with Raquel.
You were not really convinced with the January fight, right? When Raquel won the belt, that you were not happy with the performance?
No, it's an interim belt as far as I'm concerned. It's not the real belt. It was just kind of by happenstance she fell upon it. So
She was just here minutes ago saying that it's probably going to be October. This is the timeline that you like.
yeah, that's what I heard. I just didn't know if she was like saying it. Yes, October.
So how's been camp? You've been in Chicago. You're fully training now. How's that been?
Everything's great. I'm just making sure that I don't get hurt. I mean, I think the biggest thing for fighters is making it to the fight, not in a bag of bones, you know. So October's a long ways away. So I'm just making sure that I'm smart and don't get hurt.
It's a really busy time for your camp there in Chicago, right? Like they're preparing another championship fight for Bilal Mohammed. There's also Ignacio, a lot of movement there. Are you training with them? I know obviously they're very different weight classes, but how's the atmosphere now in the camp?
Yes, Carlos Hernandez is going to be the second fight of the night on Saturday night, yeah. And then I will be in the UK in Manchester for Bilal's title fight June 27th. Nacho can't find an opponent, and I don't blame them. Nobody wants to fight Nacho, and so I'm just hoping that it's a matter of time before he gets a fight lined up. But we're, like you said, lots of movement. There's a ton of stuff going on at VFS in Chicago, and we got a great team.
Well, Juliana, enjoy the evening and hope we get soon for that fight soon.
Yes, thank you so much. It's a pleasure.
Julianna Peña.